wind in your hair, hands on the wheel, tunes on the stereo, maybe some fuzzy dice on the rear view. Driving is a real privilege, and it usually starts with a driver's permit. Why are we talking about that when we're supposed to be talking about a home loan pre-approval? It will all make sense on this episode of Bring It Home. I'm Afton, your Pennymac loan expert, here to help you get in the driver's seat when it comes to the home buying process. So let's take the wheel. Pre-approval is an important step before you start house hunting, just like getting a driver's permit is an important step before you hit the road as a driver. And just like a driver's permit can have different requirements and even a different name depending on your state, like provisional license, learner's permit, or a learner's license, pre-approvals can also have different requirements and a different name depending on your lender. So what is the process? The first step usually is to submit documents to your lender so they can get an overview of your finances. Documents typically can include recent pay stubs, W-2 forms and 1099 statements, bank statements, asset statements such as stocks, bonds, IRAs, 401ks, and any other income documentation, such as for rental property income or spousal support. From there, the lender will review the documents you submitted, your credit history, and your debt-to-income ratio. They'll also consider the type of property you're planning to purchase. Then, you'll get a letter that confirms the amount you likely will be approved to borrow from that lender. Just like a driver's permit doesn't guarantee you'll get a license, pre-approval does not guarantee final approval, because that comes down the road once you have a specific property and certain conditions are met. But it is a big step in your homeownership journey. And just like a driver's permit usually has an expiration date, pre-approval is usually valid for 120 days. Now, with your pre-approval in hand, you have the green light to go house hunting for a home that fits within your budget. Keep in mind, just because you're pre-approved for a certain dollar amount doesn't mean you have to borrow all of it. You'll want to consider additional costs like taxes, association dues, and new home furnishings. So it's a good idea to leave some wiggle room in your monthly budget. Aside from giving you a clear picture of your home shopping budget, pre-approval has a number of additional benefits. For example, it shows sellers that you're a serious buyer who is capable of getting financing to back up your offer. So sellers typically prioritize offers from pre-approved buyers. Also, you can make an offer immediately when you find your ideal home because you already know how much you can afford. Plus, since you've already submitted the majority of the documentation and information needed, your loan process can be much smoother and faster. Remember, not all pre-approvals are the same, and a pre-approval is not the same as a pre-qualification. Pre-qualification is usually a more informal process than a pre-approval, and is considered more of a ballpark estimate than a precise confirmation. The bottom line is that any type of pre-screening for a mortgage can help you take the wheel on your home buying journey, but it's good to know what your specific lender offers in terms of pre-qualification or pre-approval. I hope this gave you a smooth on-ramp to understanding pre-approvals as you drive towards buying a home. Stay tuned for more ways you can rev up your efforts and navigate the road of home ownership so you can bring it home with confidence.